Okay, it's now time for your 1 minute attack. Anything you can attack anything you've heard this far in the constructive case or in the cross-examination. Also, during that time period, I'm just looking to see 30 seconds to 1 minute will be fine for time. And then as soon as you guys are done, I'll give you the 6 minutes for your constructive case. 1 minute for your attack starts now.
It's funny how you defend the death penalty, but you yourself do not know what crimes are punishable by the death penalty. Did you know kidnapping in the states of Wyoming, Kentucky, New Hampshire, Georgia are all punishable by the death penalty? Or that you can be sentenced for committing the following crimes: arson, robbery, escaping, resisting arrest. First-degree murder is not only a crime punishable by death. Can you still support the death penalty, knowing that if you're under the age of 16 and your parents stake you for doing something wrong, that they can go to jail and be sentenced to the death penalty? I don't think so. Thank you.
35? Okay. It is now time for your constructive case. Keep in mind, I'm looking to see how many times you cite sources from beginning to end. Also looking to see what the format is like. Introduction, the 3 contentions, and the conclusion. Anywhere in between 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and 6 minutes will be great. Your 6 minutes starts now.
John J. Leno has said, according to the LA Times, Attorney General John Ashcroft wants to take a harder stance on the death penalty. What's a harder stance on the death penalty? We are already going to kill the guy. How do you take a harder stance on the death penalty? What are you going to tickle him first, give him itching powder, put a thumbtack on the electric chair? NotableQuotes.com. Justice is served when the death penalty is a sentencing option, and we completely disagree with this statement. I would like to clarify some definitions for my opponent. Justice, the quality of being just, righteous, equal, and have moral rights. Dictionary.com. Death penalty is defined as a capital punishment. Dictionary.com. Finally, options is defined as the power or right to choose. Dictionary.com. Our core value is justice because without just in the society, we would not have a functioning society itself.
Contention 1. Justice is an important value. Justice has been served through our country's history, providing fairness and equality. Justice is defined as the right as being just, righteous, equal, or having moral rights. Dictionary.com. Equality is when everyone is treated the same way. Dictionary.com. Justice has been keeping equality through America by giving all the people the rights and equality, and when we rebelled, the government in a proper manner. Contention 2. Justice is served when the death penalty is a sentencing option. We completely disagree with this statement because justice is not served when the death penalty is a sentencing option. Killing a criminal will not teach them a lesson. What's the point of learning a lesson when the one who deserves to suffer will no longer feel pain? They're dead. They can't feel. They made the mistake to kill, but that does not mean it's right to kill them. 2 wrongs do not make a right. Is that justice? There has been times when the justice system and the sentencing option executes innocent people after imprisoning them for years. Might as well keep them in jail and let them pay for what they did if proven guilty instead of just killing them. Justice is not served in some cases. Take Cameron Todd Willingham, for example. I said in an article of the Huffington Post, in HuffingtonPost.com, he was executed and proved of being guilty of murdering his 2 children in a fire. Before being executed, he spent 12 years rotting in prison. He was executed on February 17, 2004, and his case was still not finished by August 30, 2009. Why? Because after his death, the evidence provided during court was later found invalid. Then they proved Willingham not guilty. Too late for that one, since he'd already been killed for a crime he did not commit. An innocent life was taken. Again we ask, is that justice? Is that a quality of being just? Is that being righteous or equal? We think not. More rights were taken. Even if the one that indeed did commit the crime was found, but execution proves the point of not killing because it is wrong? No. Contention 3. Because justice is an important value, justice is not served when the death penalty is a sentencing option. Reuben Cantu was only 18 years old when the justice system failed him. On the day of his verdict, he wrote a letter to the resident of San Antonio saying, "My name is Reuben M. Cantu, and I'm only 26 years old. I got to the 9th grade and I have been framed in a capital murder case Reuben was executed at the age of 28. 13 years later, in 2006, Reuben Cantu was proven innocent, but it was too late. That so-called justice system failed. www.crime.com. Saying that the families get justice out of their loved ones' murders is not always true. Ronald W. Carlson, whose sister Deborah was murdered by Carla Faye Tucker in 1983, said, "For 8 years, I wrestled with the death penalty issue in my life. I spent many hours and days pondering this way of my life and death. I had hoped that maybe even witnessing the execution would have given me the closure that everyone speaks of. I have found that the death penalty did not solve any of that. However, I also have found that it does create more victims at prisoners on death row." Contention 1, justice is an important value. Contention 2, justice is served when the death penalty is a sentencing option. Contention 3, because justice is an important value, justice is not served when the death penalty is a sentencing option. Albert Camus once said, "For centuries the death penalty, often accompanied by barbarous refinements, has been trying to hold crime in check, yet crime persists," at notablequotes.com. I would now like to invite the affirmative to start their cross-examination and to ask the courts of clarification.
Okay. What title?